Yo, good morning to you guys. This is currently the CG1FX from Ghana to be precise. So, this is currently my weekly view, and let me just break everything down. We already in every business, you have to get prepared before the beginning of that, everything begins to start or something like that. That's how I normally do it. I already prepare myself ahead of time. So, this is currently my weekly view. Let me just break it down, make it simple, as short as everything that I normally do. So right now, currently, you could see that we have a trend, a Fibonacci trend based extension, and we could see that after this pullback was made, price went back to the 0.6 level, which is the golden level on the Fibonacci retracement level. And this is not the Fibonacci retracement level, this is the Fibonacci trend extension. So if, let's say, it's a buying structure, we have to use the extension to know where future resistance are likely to be plotted. So right now we could see that our future resistance are very as simple as that. We have 4727, 4955, and 516. 5615. So currently we could see that before we involve or before we decide in buying, we have to see a significant, or let's say a repeated structure, a repeated buying structure. Trading, everything is being repeated. There are no new things that just the noise and the media try to confuse us with new stuffs, which is normally fake and normally don't work at all. It's just there to hunt the retail traders. So let me just make everything short and go straight to the chart and simply identify what my expectations are. So currently you could see that price has been rejected on the 0.3 level on the Fibonacci trend extension, and it also stands as a support that will hold price to a certain resistance level. So right now, what my expectations are as simple as that. So far as that, the weekly time frame has given us an additional look, or let's say additional view ahead of time. So let me just drill into the 4-hour and break them down. Then on the evening session on tomorrow evening, then I break down with a 15-minute, then I show where possibilities are before we involve ourselves in the market. Guys, we are in a new year, and we have to adapt new things and do away with the old stuff that haven't been good, or let's say haven't been helping us to be profitable in this business. The only thing at the end of the day, what you have to ask yourself is that, are you profitable at all? So if you are not profitable, then there is something wrong, either with the psychology or the system that you are having. So let me just make everything short and explain everything simple as that, so that we know what we will do from there. So right now we could see that price failed to break the low on the 4-hour time frame, and at the same time to fail to break the high. So I will classify this to be a range zone, or let's say a range zone. So right now what we have to do is that we have to buy from the base, and if we are to be selling, we have to sell from the highs. So far as that price haven't touched this side, we don't have to assume that price is coming there unless we get a confirmation. So what are the confirmations that we are looking for? So currently we could see that price was rejected from the base, from the strong base right here. And why am I saying that this is currently a strong base? Because we could see that we have certain price rejection. So we had certain price rejection, and at the same time too, it failed to close below the lows, which signify us that a loss in momentum or something. So we have to just be patient enough and do everything as short, as simple as that. So right now, these are my expectations. If, let's say, if this base, which was also a breakout zone, tends to hold, it's likely that we will continue the buys and target back to the 0.6 level on the Fibonacci trend extension. So what we are to be looking for on the on the 4 hour. If you are to say, if you are say like you are to be looking for a breakout on the 4 hour, you are going to miss a very whole opportunity. So we just use the higher time frame as a guide, and we execute from the minor time frames, which is I think the 15 minutes and the 5 minutes and the 1 minute, as well as that, depending on your suitable time frame that you are comfortable with. So as for me, I normally use the 15 minutes. So let me just go back to the 15 minutes and explain certain things before we can involve ourselves when buying the market. Guys, 2026 we've just started, and we can make a whole bunch of progress with this year if we are committed and follow the system. So right now we could see that the 15 minutes is also simple as that. I've just seen something that I want to share with you guys. So we could see that we had a trend line around this side. That price break the trend line. Yeah, price break the trend line. So wait, the trend line is very huge. Let me just minimize it a bit for you guys, for your understanding, guys. So let me just do it this way. Yes, this is simple. So you could see that price capped to break the the trend line, and at the same time to came back to retest, and at the same time to another thing too is that we could see that here is a breakout zone. So we have to keep it in mind that here is where the buyer came in. So if in future too, if price is still around this place, we have to take our time and look at the price action here. It can be that they are just accumulating their buys before price moves. So we have to just open our eyes enough and just wait. So right now we can see that we've had a minor breakout on the 15-minute time frame, but yet still the high still holds. So far as that, we were not part of the entry. We did not join from the entry from this side. What we have to do is that we have to make sure that before we join, the high on the 15 minutes has to be taken out before we target for another breakout zone. So this is just simple. So far as that, the market has been closed here. This is what my expectations now. We will continue to be buying the market unless price breaks below our breakout zone. Yeah, so right now what we have to do now is that we have to buy with confirmations on the 15 on the 5 minute time frames breakout zones. So it's simple as that. Let's just be patient. I don't want to make it long. Let's just make it short. Then from Monday we will know what to do from there. So thanks for watching, guys. We have a whole lot to do, guys. Stay blessed.